Hello, cosmic beings. Welcome to Being Cosmick. If this is your first time here, welcome. If you're returning, welcome back. I'm so glad that each and every one of you is here. So, a quick announcement, I do have my collective, I do have my personal readings up for sale on the community page of my YouTube channel. So, if you feel called to and you would like a personal reading from me, go ahead and check that out. And I would also like to say thank you for your donations. They really do help out the channel. So thank you, thank you, thank you. And know that everything you pour into me will be given back to you a thousandfold as it seems fit by spirit for your journey. Alrighty. So we are going to do a collective reading with the Haunted Echoes Oracle deck. So I'm going to go ahead and take a step aside to let spirit pass through. All right. Does the collective need to know, Spirit? What does the collective need to know for their highest good? What does the collective need to know for their highest good? Maybe. Maybe we think. Put that in for the message. Okay. All right, so the first one that came out was Lost in Time. Don't wait for permission to move on. Seize the moment. Take action now. Okay. So there could have been something that happened recently that has been holding on to your energy a little bit. And what I'm being told is call your energy back, call your power back into this now moment and release the hold that that situation has had over you. And don't feel guilty for moving on and taking steps forward in your new life. Is that right, Spirit? Okay. The next card that came out was Vantage Point, and it says, see beyond your current situation to a better future. Breathe in potential. Okay, so that is definitely what I'm picking up on. I'm picking up on maybe you're in this stuck type of energy, and the message here is to, as you're moving through this energy, see the path ahead. Okay, so I'm being told that you're in a place where it's difficult to see the path ahead. So trust your inner knowing and take one step at a time. Okay. Okay, so maybe this is also that energy where you've been holding yourself back a little bit and you've been waiting to take a step forward because you're waiting to see the full path ahead. And Spirit wants you to know that the path will be revealed to you as you go. So you've been getting intuitive knowings and nudges. You've been getting signs and synchronicities that are guiding you in the right direction. And there might be a fear of taking some forward steps because the path is unknown. And Spirit is saying to trust that and to know that that's part of your journey right now is not knowing the path ahead and moving anyways. And as you continue to go, the path will be illuminated to you. Okay. Pull another card. Okay. Okay. And do your best to pull out of whatever current situation that has you kind of in that stuck energy or that feels very all consuming at the moment. Do your best not to feed into it a lot and pay a whole lot of attention to it because you're at this energy where you're shifting out of it, but by sitting there and and mulling it over and really focusing on what's happening currently, like in your now moment. That's that's normally not the advice, so I'm laughing. Normally, the advice is to stay in your now moment. What I'm being shown is what's happening in your current reality right now is passing. And you continuing to focus on what's been holding you back in whatever way that is for you, that is keeping you in that space. So you're being asked to take action, even though it's a little bit scary, and to move forward, even though it feels a little unsettling. Trust your inner knowing at this time. Okay. All right. Dancing specters. Release what holds you back to break on through. Let go of mistakes. Okay, so you could be really beating yourself up right now on your current situation and doing things like, well, if I wouldn't have done this, I wouldn't be here. If I wouldn't have done that, this wouldn't have happened. If this person wouldn't have done that, this wouldn't have happened. And the message is to just release it. And the why will come to you later on why you embarked through this situation. One is one. Twisted paths. Every Thank you for the confirmation. Every turn taken has shaped who you are right now. Find meaning in detours. So again, okay. So what you could be in a situation where you're looking around and like, how in the hell did I get here? Why am I here? This makes no sense. This seems like it's not for my highest good. Like WTF spirit. Oh, I have been there a time or 10. Um, yes, I'm really, really getting that the situation you're in right now is for your highest good. It is for your highest growth potential. And just keep moving through it. The more energy you spend on the why and that frustrated energy, the more you'll feed it and the longer it will stick around. You're ready to move out of it, you're ready to shift through it, and you need to take some action steps forward to move yourself through this energy. Oh, alrighty. Mysterious shift. Personal growth can happen quickly and in ways you might not initially understand. Searching for the truth. So again, I'm really picking up that the situation you're in is for your, again, I'm getting that highest growth potential. And so it doesn't feel like it right now. It feels like a complete detour from your path. It feels like a complete, you know, the universe kind of pulled the rug out from under you energy. That's what it feels like. That's what I'm picking up on how you're feeling about the situation right now. And what spirit wants you to know is that you were called to move through this situation for a reason. You're growing, you're learning, you are evolving, and this situation was necessary for you to really catapult in your healing journey and in your life journey as a whole. And so trust that process and don't spend a whole lot of energy right now trying to figure it out because it's when you go further down the path, this situation will be illuminated to you and you will start to understand the why you went through it, lessons and things like that. So the point now is you were placed in this situation for a reason, you attracted it for a reason, and now you can move through it, and then the understanding and the knowing will come. Okay. Okay. So this one fell on the floor. We have weeping stones. Allow your heart to soften as you process your grief. Don't become bitter. Okay. So do really work on your heart space at this time. Work on your heart chakra. And you can do that. The color is green. You can use green crystals. You can also eat green foods. And you can listen to binaural beats. You can listen to heart chakra meditations, things like that. You can simply bring the awareness into your heart space and allow it to fill up with a green ball of light and see that light coming out of your heart space and really dissolving any walls that have been put up. So when we're in this energy of being frustrated at the universe and not understanding why we're in a situation because it feels like it's hindering instead of helping, it can be easy to throw up some heart walls and to get a little resentment and a little bitter. And the message here is to know that your emotions and your feelings about the situation are valid because they're always valid. And also don't hold on to them because it's going to keep you in a place that you're ready to move on from. Okay. Okay. So we've got invisible chains. Break the bonds that hold you to past situations and set yourself free. Then misty veils. Clear the fog of uncertainty with the warmth of clarity. Dispel confusion. Okay, so I'm feeling that that feels like the energy you're in right now. It does. It feels foggy. It feels very unclear. It feels very frustrating. It feels very, I heard disheartening. Yeah, I guess that's an accurate term for the energy. It feels just very almost like a defeating energy too. It feels just very like, ugh, what's the point? And spirit's really telling you that this is you were in the it bleh. Okay. So in the cocoon. Okay, so you've been in the cocoon. That's what I just heard. So you've been in the cocoon. You've been in that gunky, soupy phase. And when the caterpillars in the cocoon, they don't see themselves as a butterfly yet because that transformation is happening. And so that's the phase you've been in right now. And so you're emerging at this time, and that's where you have to take some action. So the butterfly has to break out of the cocoon. And that's what you're being asked to do right now. You can't see what's happening, but just know that that is what's happening. And so, pick yourself up, dust yourself off, let yourself move through the emotions, and then take some steps towards the future you want. Even if you don't know exactly what you want, you can get into the energy of how you want to feel. So, if you're feeling very not joyful, and you want to feel joyful, you can focus on wanting to feel joyful and then bringing in joyful energy. It doesn't have to be, this happened to me where on my journey, I was like going to go on this path and then it switched. And I was going to go and do this and then I was going to go and do that. And then it got to a point where I was like, I don't even know what I'm supposed to be doing. I don't know what I want to do. I know my soul's here for a reason. I know that the, the degree that I went for and the this and the that wasn't it, but I don't know what is it. And that can be a very frustrating place to be when you're like, I know I'm here for a reason. I know I'm supposed to serve. I know I'm supposed to be doing something that's fulfilling at a soul level, but I don't know what it is. And part of that journey is not knowing what it is and still moving towards it anyways. And you can do that by tapping into those emotions. And so if it's, being loved fully and completely and unconditionally by another human, um, feeling supported and having active open communication with your guides, Things like that. You can focus on what you want to feel, and then that will help you move towards it. You don't have to have this perfect vision of what you want half the time when we are like, I want to live in this house with this person. It doesn't work. It doesn't always work out that way. And again, you can always do like vision boards and manifestation and all of that. That's great. If you are in this place though, which I'm really feeling that a lot of you are, if you don't have a clue of what that is for you because you're feeling this deep soul calling and you don't know what that looks like, you don't know how you're going to bring that into the world yet, you don't know how you're going to manifest that to your reality, then what you do is you focus on that fulfillment energy. You focus on, I want to be fulfilled at a soul level, and take steps towards that because it will come to you. You will get signs and synchronicities. You will get, a random online course will pop up and you'll just feel this nudge of like, oh, maybe that's it. And then, even if that's not it, that can propel you further along down the journey and you learn some skills and then you take that and you pivot over here. And that's really, especially on the spiritual journey, that's how that journey works a lot of the time. And so, really focusing on how you want to feel and what you want to experience at a more abstract level, if that's what you can focus on right now and that's what can give you a little bit of clarity, focus on that. Um, it's really helpful. And, for instance, another thing that I've been kind of dealing with is like, I'm feeling a call to move, but I don't know where that is to. And I don't know, is it here? Is it there? Is it here? Is it there? And that can be kind of crazy making. And so sometimes it's because it's not fully decided yet, or it's not completely clear yet, or you're not supposed to know right this minute. You're just supposed to follow some of those nudges because then it will be revealed to you a little bit further along down the path when you're more ready for it. Okay, let's see. Pull another one. Shattered dream. Gather the pieces of what was to build what will be. Courage to try again. So yeah, I'm definitely picking up this energy and I do resonate with this and my heart goes out to you. It's a challenging place to be. It really is. And what I can tell you is doing your best to process the emotions in that grief energy of maybe not having certain things in life happen the way you wanted them to, or maybe you're at an age where you expected certain things to happen and it hasn't happened yet. It can be extremely frustrating, and getting into that energy of being really frustrated with the universe. Again, I'm laughing because we have had some conversations. And the best thing I can recommend is to allow yourself to process those emotions, release those emotions, call all your energy back into this now moment, and then full surrender. And when you full surrender to the divine and you decide, okay, I'm listening. I obviously don't know what's best for me right now because I'm unfulfilled and I'm not overly ecstatic with my external experience. I don't know what I want, but I know it's not this. When you get into a full surrender place, then you open yourself up to those signs and those synchronicities and those experiences that will start to fulfill you, and then that will just build and build and build upon itself. So, and that's something, definitely feel your feelings, move through those emotions, allow yourself to move through that process, and also do your best not to get stuck in that energy. Alrighty. Okay. So we've got dark forest. Embrace your light and dark side, for both are needed. Deep revelations. So you could have been going through a period of intense shadow work as well. I am picking that up for some of you. And so this is one of those, continue to embrace both sides. And if you've only been working on the light side of things and positive thinking and so on and so forth, It might be time to dive a little more into shadow work so that you can integrate the shadow and really step forward in a more fulfilled whole place. The next card that came out was Fading Words. What once was loud now only whispers. Listen closely. Take your heart's advice. So you are being given nudges. You are being given, and it might not be big, loud, obvious things right now. It could just be little nudges at the moment. And so listen to those. Start following that. Start following those little signs and synchronicities. And again, open yourself up to that energy as well. Because the more you open yourself up to it, the more it will come in and the louder it can get from that more aligned soul place. And open the portal. Break self-imposed limits and reclaim your power. Take back control. So that's also another energy I've been picking up quite a bit is stop playing it small. You found this video because you're on a big journey and allow yourself to fully embrace that and step up into that and allow yourself to really give yourself permission to be seen and heard and acknowledged and to bring your purpose forward because you're stepping into it now. I do definitely feel that energy. And so allow yourself to really embrace that and to step forward into it. Ready for the next one? Elemental energies. Okay. I'm being told to pull from this deck. So let's see, we've got elemental energies. Collective need to hear. All right, we've got sacred spark. Ignite the sacred spark within, connecting with the divine flame that fuels your spiritual journey. Yep. So again, start to listen to those nudges that you're getting right now because you're being nudged towards fulfillment. You're being nudged towards really stepping into and embracing that new version of you. And it starts out oftentimes, especially if you've done like deep inner work, deep shadow work, those kinds of things, you'll start to almost come back online in like little ways. And when you completely release who you've been and then are in this place of attempting to step up and embrace who you are now, that's a big process as well. And so it's a huge process to release the old self. And then it's a big process to really step into the new self. And so allow yourself the patience and the time to really follow those little nudges and to start embarking on that journey of really stepping into and embracing the new you. All right, the next one that came out was Magnetic Manifestation. Draw upon the magnetic forces of the earth, manifesting your desires with attracting power. So, yeah, again, we've got that manifestation energy. Anything else? So, this is Echoes of Elements. Co-listen to the echoes of the elements, hearing the ancient tales they whisper through nature. So, another way that you'll get guidance is by getting out in nature. So I feel like you are being called to get out in nature a little bit. Maybe even it's just go like sit by a tree. Um and you will be given guidance out in nature. And when we're quiet and we're out in nature, spirit can talk to us a lot easier as well. So that's a little side note. Thunderous revelation. Experience a thunderous revelation, shaking loose insights and awakening dormant awareness. That's what I feel like you're on the brink of. I feel like you're on the brink of really having the awareness of the situation crack open. And you're being guided to take small steps at this time that are divinely guided. And all of a sudden, it'll be like this big epiphany kind of energy that comes in and is like, oh, that's why all of this had to go down this way. And this is what I'm being called to do. And it's all going to come together. And so just trust that. Trust that that is part of the process and that will happen for you. Wow. Okay. Right. All of these? Okay, we're doing all of them. Whirlpool wisdom. Delve into the whirlpool of wisdom where profound insights emerge from the depths of consciousness. Then we've got whispers on the breeze. Listen to the gentle whispers carried by the wind, offering insights and messages from the unseen. And so, again, we've got, getting into nature, listening to those little insights. I feel like they're coming in right now, but they're quiet. And so you might not be fully picking up on it because you need to spend some more time in nature and a little more time getting quiet so that you can hear these nudges that are coming in. You could also be going through throat chakra activations right now. My throat's doing a thing, so that could be a little side note for somebody. Flowing waters. Dive into the fluidity of water, allowing its gentle currents to guide you through emotional depths. So, if you're able to right now, if you can get into a body of water, definitely do that. If you can get near a body of water, definitely do that. If not, you can take a spiritual bath or a spiritual shower, even. And that will also help give you guidance. Water's a very intelligent being, and it water speaks to us as well. So, a lot of insights can come in a spiritual bath or a spiritual shower or near a big body of water. Sacred flames. Invoke the sacred flames of transformation, purifying and renewing your spirit. I feel like that's the energy you're in right now. Um, and that's what's been happening is you've been going through a purification process, which isn't when you're going through a purification process, you don't see it for what it is because it's when you're kind of through a big purification process that you can then look back and see that's what was happening. Um, yeah. Glowing Gaia. Feel the glow of Gaia, experiencing the interconnected energies that sustain life on Earth. So yeah, I mean this is the elemental deck, but I'm really picking up getting into nature and really tapping back into your connection with other beings at this time in the plant kingdom and animal kingdom and all of that. That's really going to help you to take these next forward steps. Then the last one that came out was lunar luminescence. Bask in the lunar luminescence, absorbing the intuitive and reflective energies of the moon. So you could be called to do some I heard moon magic. Maybe manifesting with the moon phases and really sometimes just knowing that a new moon is, what's in the current energy and then recognizing how you feel, how the moon phases affect you, that can also help too, because sometimes it can be one of those like, what is going on with me? And then all of a sudden it's like, oh, it's a new moon. That's what's going on. So I'm being asked to really reflect on what I want to bring into my experience. And then the same thing with the full moon on the other end of the spectrum. It's, oh yeah, it's a full moon, so it's being illuminated what is in my highest good to release at this time. And so there could be something there where either confirmation for somebody who's already working with the moon like that, or this could be an invitation to dive a little deeper into the lunar phases. Can I say that, Spirit? Okay, so I just heard this, so I'm gonna go ahead and speak it for somebody. Um, the moon is what affects the tides of the ocean on our planet. And if the moon's gravitational pull can affect the ocean's tides, then it's not too out there to believe that we are made up of it's either 74% or 76% water. And if the moon can affect the oceans, it would explain how the moon does affect humans. And something else that just popped in is there have been studies, and you can look this up. There have been studies that show that during certain moon phases, people will actually spend more money. It was it was a marketing study, and what they did was they looked at the spending habits of a select amount of people, and there was like a trackable uh, predictive habit that was shown on when people spend more money, and it was correlated to the moon phases. And so that's just one of those things where sometimes it can be this energy of like, oh yeah, well, because the moon's full, that means that it would have an effect on me. And it it's like, but there's actually like studies and you know scientific research as well that really shows how much the moon does have an effect on the planet. Like the planet as a whole, including us microcosms as humans. All right, cleansing rain. Allow the cleansing rain to wash away stagnant energies, leaving you refreshed and renewed. So again, with getting into water and allowing water to help heal you and to help move some of these energies. And you can also do like a visualization where you see like whatever water you get into, whether it's a body of water, whether it's you can actually do this as a visualization too. You don't have to physically get in water, though that is very profound. Um, but you can visualize the water taking stagnant energies from you. You can you visualize it in colors. So you can see it as like black energy pulling out of your body and being taken and cleared and cleansed with the water. It's a very restorative uh process. Anything else for you? Pneumatic presence. Embrace the pneumatic presence, embodying the airy qualities that bring clarity and insight. So I'll show you that card. Okay, one more. All right, I heard one more. Nice thing happened. I heard one more, and then I heard it's going to be more than one. So we're looking at 5. All right. Coral communion. Commune with the coral, absorbing its patient and collaborative energy for collective growth. I love that. Yes, coral does. It's a very fascinating uh, being. And you can also work with coral. Make sure it's ethically sourced. Um, but coral's also very good for children. It can really, really help children as well. So there's a little side note. And like just the process that, kids go through with their friends and growing up and those kinds of things. It's a very calming, reassuring energy for them. And then also for us, it carries the energy of obviously the ocean, and then it does carry it's like a very calming energy. And so definitely look into that if you're feeling called to. And you work with it similar to a crystal. Aurora awakenings. Experience the awakening energies of the aurora, igniting inspiration and creativity. So I think that's talking about like the aurora borealis. So you could be being called to maybe visit somewhere where that's visible, or you could be being called to work with that energy. Celestial Symphony. Listen to the Celestial Symphony where each element plays a harmonious part in the cosmic orchestra. Ooh, that's a cool part. Okay, cinder convergence. Find convergence in the cinders where endings give rise to new beginnings. Yeah, I definitely feel like you're really coming into this place where you've closed out a cycle and you're getting ready to really embark on a new one, and you haven't quite stepped into it yet. All right, the last one here is ablaze with aurora. So yeah, there's a double aurora borealis energy. Be ablaze with the aurora, embodying the vibrant energies that dance across the celestial canvas. Oh, that's awesome. All right. All right. Well, with that, okay, I don't hear that anything else needs to come out right now. So I'm going to go ahead and leave this here. I wish you all the best on this process and this journey. You've come a very long way, and you are getting ready to step into a totally new experience. I mean, I'm feeling like this is going to be unrecognizable very, very soon. You're going to look around and be like, everything in my life is different. Everything has changed and for the better. Um, so just know that it is coming. You're in this energy where it might feel very disheartening right now. You don't see it, but you're in that energy where you're just on the brink of it. And so keep going, keep following those intuitive nudges. Um, really open yourself up to the science and synchronicities right now. Get into nature, do some work with the water. Um, maybe the aurora borealis and, the moon if you're feeling called to do so. And I wish you all the best. Definitely let me know in the comments below if this is you. You can also affirm the energy in the comments as well. Something like I'm releasing the old version of myself and allowing myself to follow the signs and synchronicities to bring me into my new life. Or, a very short version of that. Or whatever it is for you. It's a way to claim the energy. And so I invite you to do that in the comments below if you feel called to. Or you can just let me know if this does resonate with you, because I love the confirmations as well. If you like this video, go ahead and hit that like button. If you haven't subscribed yet and you would like to see more messages from me, you can hit that subscribe button. It is free, it doesn't cost anything. And I will see you on the next reading. Bye.